Title: My wife accidentally sent me ND pics instead of her lover while I working late at night, with a caption, "I miss you inside of me." I picked my baseball bat and rushed home. It was 11:47 p.m. when my phone buzzed. A single notification from her. I was at the office, surrounded by flickering monitors, half-finished coffee, and the hum of printers that never sleep. My eyes were burning from spreadsheets when the preview of her message lit up my screen. "I miss you inside of me." Then the image loaded. Not lingerie, not a flirty selfie. Everything. Her body, her smile, the smile I thought was mine. For a moment my brain refused to process it. Then I saw the second message, unsent, then replaced with, "Sorry babe, wrong person." A joke, maybe? No. The caption, the timing, the sudden deletion. It wasn't for me. I stared at that photo until my chest went numb. The room felt colder, quieter. My pulse slowed instead of quickened. Rage, for me, never comes loud. It arrives with precision. We'd been married 8 years. Built a home, not a mansion, but a place that smelled of vanilla candles and morning coffee. I'd worked late nights so she could finish nursing school, paid her debts, took her mother to the hospital when she couldn't. She was the person I defended when friends warned me she flirted too easily. I thought I knew her heart because I'd helped her build it. Maybe that was my first mistake. The signs had been there, subtle, quiet little ghosts of truth. She started locking her phone. She began showering before I got home. Once she came back from grocery shopping with lipstick I hadn't seen her wear in years. I'd asked once, softly. She'd smiled, touched my face, and told me I was overthinking again. And like a fool, I believed her. That night, though, the evidence came gift-wrapped with a caption. I didn't scream. I didn't throw things. I simply stood up, slid my phone into my pocket, and grabbed my baseball bat from behind the office door. The same one I kept there since the break-in 3 years ago. Then I knocked on my neighbor's door. Ethan, a quiet guy, ex-cop, night owl. I told him, "I think someone broke into my house." He didn't ask questions, just grabbed his flashlight and followed. The drive home felt eternal. Streetlights carved the road into segments of anger. Every red light tested my patience. My hands gripped the steering wheel, the bat resting on the passenger seat, gleaming under the dashboard light like a silent promise. When I turned onto our street, her car was there, parked crookedly like she'd rushed inside. My heart didn't race, it calculated. I told Ethan to wait near the porch, just in case. He nodded. The front door wasn't locked. I pushed it open and stepped into darkness. The house smelled of wine, of sweat, of betrayal that had been burning for weeks. Voices upstairs, a laugh, a low moan. Each step up the staircase was deliberate, quiet. My grip on the bat steady, not shaking. When I reached the bedroom door, I didn't burst in. I listened. Heard her whisper, "He'll be working late again." That's when I walked in. Her lover, someone I'd seen before, a coworker from her clinic, half-dressed, startled. She froze, her eyes wide, face pale. "Hey, wait," he started, but I didn't swing, not yet. Instead, I took my phone out, hit record, and said calmly, "Keep going, don't stop on my account." He stammered, grabbed his clothes. She covered herself with the blanket, shaking. "Please, just listen," she began, but I wasn't listening. I was documenting. Angles, timestamps, voices, all of it. Evidence. The next morning, I filed for divorce, sent the video to my lawyer, quietly transferred half our savings into a new account she didn't know existed. By noon, she was locked out of every shared account, every card, every login. That evening, her boss received an anonymous email, the video attached. HR policy took care of the rest. She lost her job within 48 hours. Her lover's wife got a copy too. I didn't add words, just the truth. By the weekend, her parents called me, crying. I didn't answer. Revenge isn't rage, it's architecture. You build it carefully. You make sure every brick is laid with precision. I waited a week before I moved out, left the house empty, except for one thing: her phone. I'd synced it to my laptop months earlier. Every message, every photo, every secret she thought was deleted, archived. When she finally called me, sobbing, saying, "You ruined my life," I simply said, "No, you did that the moment you sent that photo to the wrong man." Then I hung up. Sometimes, late at night, I still think about the way she used to laugh when she cooked, the way she'd hum to old songs while cleaning. I used to think those were love's sounds. Now I know they were distractions. But there's peace in knowing the truth, because truth, unlike love, doesn't lie. Last week I drove past our old house. The curtains were gone. The for sale sign tilted in the wind. I parked for a minute, staring at the windows that once glowed warm with her laughter. I felt nothing. Not anger, not sadness, just clarity. People say revenge doesn't heal you. Maybe they're right, but it does balance you. And balance, that's something worth everything. So, here I am, free, calm, a little colder, yes, but sharper. If I could speak to her one last time, I'd thank her, because her mistake, one careless message, taught me more about loyalty, trust, and self-worth than love ever did. And maybe that's the cruelest revenge of all. She'll spend the rest of her life remembering the man who didn't scream, didn't hit, didn't beg, just quietly watched her world collapse,